Hi, in this video I am painting a winter illustration with acrylic paints. It is inspired by a picture from an old potholder that wore out and had to be thrown away. I really liked that picture and wanted to paint something similar to have as winter decoration. I actually wanted to use gouache for this illustration, but when I took my paints out, it turned out that some cups were destroyed and paints dried completely in the tubes. Some others had a very weird consistency and looked spoiled. I couldn't paint with those, so I chose acrylic paints instead. I used 6 colors: cyan, cobalt blue, yellow ochre, azo yellow light, naphthol red, titanium white and oxide black. The first layer was white mixed with cyan blue for the snow and white mixed with cobalt blue for the river and the sky. I made it pretty thin and translucent as I didn't want it to cover my tree sketches completely. For the tree and bushes, I used a small flat brush to achieve the thin twigs. Not all were perfect, as to achieve that the brush had to be loaded with fresh paint, but at the same time the paint layer couldn't be too thick. I was going to cover the branches with snow anyway, so I wasn't very concerned to make every twig perfect. I used the same color I used for the tree to make base layer of the bridge and shadows on the horse and sleigh. Pine trees were made with 2 layers of lighter and darker green. I painted the sleigh with red straight out of the tube. I used the same color to add berries to the bushes. I made the horse more yellow with yellow ochre, and I painted the carter with black and green. I accidentally dropped my brush loaded with green paint and made 2 stains. I was going to cover it with paint later, so it's not a big deal though. I did shadows on the snow with cyan blue mixed with less amount of white, and then I added more white on top to make gradients. I added some bluish white to everything to make it covered with snow. Then I added more of pure white on top of that. bottom of the painting looked empty, so I decided to add 2 ducks hiding in reeds. I also added animal tracks in the snow leading to the bush. Finally, I added a lot of snowflakes all around the painting. I was a little afraid it would ruin the picture, but I think it turned out okay. And this is the final picture. Thank you if you watched till the end. Let me know if you liked it in the comments. See you in the next video.